Hello, let's play a few of the daily New York Times games. My name is Mara, and this is Mindfully Crocheted Unraveled. Today, I'm going to be unraveling the New York Times games, WORDLE, STRANDS, and Connections for Thursday, October 16th, 2025. So, if you haven't already done your New York Times games for today, this is your spoiler alert. I will be showing the answers. So I always recommend that you pause this video and do that first, and then come back and compare and see how we did. Of course, you are always welcome to follow along with me as I solve the games. Afterward, I just ask that you leave a kind comment down below as to what you thought. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to bring up my wheel of Wordle start words so that I can select my starting word for today. Let me escape out of full screen and shuffle these up. And here we go. Yarns. Okay. All right. Let me remove that. I'm going to pause my recording while I bring up my phone, and then we'll get to working on Wordle. Okay, I have my phone screen pulled up. I'm going to open up my New York Times Games app. Scroll down to Wordle. Guess your way to the correct word for Thursday, October 16th, 2025. Go ahead, add another day to your 416-day streak. Yarns. All right, here we go. All right. Well, I've got the A in the correct spot and the Y. So right now I'm automatically thinking Y at the end. With an A there, we could have a lot of double letter words like happy, stuff with double L's, double taffy. But although taffy has already been a word, so I need to figure out, like various consonants or whatever. So I'm not going to try to fall into the double letter category right off the bat. Let me see if I can find a word like with the Y at the end and use up more consonants. Let's see. So what are some consonants I want to use? B, because of course there's like tabby. Okay. B, L. Let's see. B, L, T, M, F. There's also P. Let's see. Let me try B-A-L. Balmy. That will hopefully eliminate a few of the consonants, and then see if the Y is in fact at the end, or it'll tell me, I mean, that is a possible word for sure. I don't know if it's been used before, but let's try it. Okay, no B, no L, no M, but the Y is at the end. Okay, so what do we still have left? We still have T. Oh gosh, we also have P, C, H. All right, what about, there's D. Is there something Addy? Addy, no, I don't know if there's would be a double D, but D-A, Daffy. Okay, maybe even like a CK, tacky. Let's try tacky. Again, using as many consonants as I can to try to narrow it down and give me a couple guesses to figure it out. All right. Okay. All right. So the T in the wrong spot and the C in the wrong spot. So I'm thinking maybe it's got to start with a C. So is caddy a word? Is there anything else? Cavity, cavity, Kathy, but Kathy is a proper name, so I don't think it would be Kathy. Let me try Caddy. All right, it is Caddy. Okay, great. Got it in 4. That's my average. Okay, and I think it was really helpful to eliminate as many consonants as possible. So that would be my strategy to recommend for you when you've got a word with like an A and a Y, and there are probably tens of options that are like that, maybe even hundreds. Who knows? All right. Well, let me know how you did on your Wordle down in the comments below. Let's move on to Strands, our word search game. Go ahead, add another day to your 100-day streak. All right. And the category is, what is this, like Oscars? Or the category, so maybe like a, I have no idea. The category is sports. Sure, let's try it. Okay, the category is sports. All right. News down here, news. Okay. Alongside of sports, I'm seeing trivia night. And then doing that, here, I'll show you real quick. In doing that as maybe our spanogram, then I'm seeing movies here and geography up here, music, and then history. All right, so we've got it mapped out. Let me delete the screenshot. Let's go ahead and do our spanogram. Okay, trivia night. Let's go over here, music, history, movies, and geography. All right, well, we made quick work of that. How did you do? I got 2 words, the spanogram, and the remaining 4 words. All right, move on to our connections. Go ahead, add another day to your 140-day streak for October 16th, 2025. Our 16 connections words are tart, pine, sour, bread, split, crumble, boat, skate, slug, cross, crisp, char, sore, fluke, prickly, and cobbler. Okay. Tart, sour, tart and sour. No. We skate. Mm. Um, well, across here, tart, crumble, crisp, cobbler, like an apple tart, an apple crumble, apple crisp, apple cobbler. There would also be like peach. So like desserts, but being that they're at an angle, I'm really concerned that it's too obvious and maybe they go in different categories. So let me do a screenshot and just kind of look at this. Where else? Let me switch over to green. Okay, where else could they fit? So tart and sour, of course. Tart. Boat, skate, tart, prickly pear, prickly pear. I'm not sure. Slug. Oh my gosh, let me take a sip of coffee. None of these are jumping out at me. Cross, like you cross. Cross. I don't know. Let me exit out of this. I'm gonna bite. No pun intended. But for these desserts, I'm gonna take the bait, if you will, and I'm gonna see if these are in fact a category. Okay, well, yellow category, right? Fruit desserts. Okay, so it was obvious for a reason, but it had me really worried. But let me see. Now I can kind of at least know I can eliminate those because none of these words are jumping out at me. They're all like, okay, split, pike, boat, skate, slug, cross, sour is the only one that, no, prickly also, but char, sore, fluke, prickly, and bread, those are mostly one syllable words. So they're just like not, I'm going to try to look at like the ending of the words, or, I mean, we could have fill in the blank as well, but lit, hike, oat, Kate, lug, Ross, hour, har, or, Luke, okay, red or read, Rickley, Ickley. Okay, well, a couple of these have like names sounding at the end, like Ike, Ross, Kate, Luke. Ike, Ross, Kate, Luke. Could they be ends with a name? What the heck? I'll bite. I'll just give it a try. No, one away. Okay, I'm not going to let happen to me what happened the other day where I couldn't even remember what my words were. I'm going to write this down. Pike, cross, fluke, and skate. pike, cross, fluke, skate. Which one wouldn't go? If it isn't ends with a name, is there another one that ends with a name that I'm not seeing? Or, lug, lit, oat, hour. Well, this one has the name, prickly has the name Rick in it, but it's not at the end. So that makes me think no. And then red or read, har. Har could be short for, or hair could be short for Harold. Char. Har. I don't know. I don't know. Let me leave this for now. And then what else could we have? No, let me not have it selected. I just know that 3 of those have to go together, so I won't split up more than one. Okay. Sore, and prickly. Sore and prickly are you know, like grumpy, sore, prickly, sour, cross, sore, prickly, sour, cross. That would take only one. Let me see, pike and fluke and skate. Okay, that would take only one of the category that I had one away. And so this could be the one, sore, prickly, sour, cross, as in grumpy or something. Let me submit this. Okay, I'm like all hesitant. Crabby. Okay, crabby works for me. Okay, so now we know that pike and fluke and skate go together. Let me cross off cross. Okay, so then what do we have? So fluke, skate, pike. Now, I was saying har at the end, but so Luke, Ike, Hare or Harv, like Harold or Harlan or Harry. Kate, that's a nickname. Is Ike a nickname? Luke is like a nickname for Lucas. And then that would leave slug, split, boat, and bread. Slug, split, boat. Let's give it a try. Okay. All right. Fish. Fish. I mean, I've heard of a pike, but oh, and a skate. Is a skate like a flat fish? I have no idea. A pike, a skate, a fluke, and a char. Fish. And here I was like, they're people's names. Like even Char could be Charlie or but Luke. Oh goodness. All right. That's fine. By default, we get this. What can it be? Oh, and we're going to end up with a rainbow, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Okay. Boat, slug, split, bread. Okay. My brain. I'm just going to go ahead and submit. Banana boat, banana bread, banana split, banana knock. Okay, well, I made one mistake. That's fine. We got it. We maintained our streak, current streak of 141 and a max streak of 251. And I have played 413 games. Banana slug. Right. So banana boat, banana bread, banana slug, banana split. Okay. All right, well, we got a rainbow. Yay. Okay, how did you do on your games today? I'm going to stop it right there. Let me remove my phone. Was I going to look up anything on that? No, I'm not going to look up the fish. Okay. I just want to make sure there wasn't anything I would want to look up and share with you guys. Thank you again for watching. I'd appreciate it if you check out that YouTube video that they're suggesting to you right there. Don't forget to put a little play in your day. I'll see you again tomorrow with some more of the daily New York Times games. Take care. Bye.